underway from Oakland as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one. Eric, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
And they're in need of a good pitching performance here just to shake them out of this slump they're in. They've won just once in 5 games on this current homestand, so they're definitely going in the wrong direction.
And he is out on a close play as he was trying to stretch it all the way. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, you still got to look out for Carlos Beltran these days. He hasn't been missing much lately, hitting 3 home runs over the last 10 ball games. Not an eye-popping statistic, but still a good indication that he's been in a groove at the plate.
Hahn gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Brett Gardner comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Well, McDonald, just like most other umpires, he'll miss a couple here and there, but his strike zone never seems to be too outrageous.
That's wide, 2-0. 3-0 now. On deck, Alex Rodriguez. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Oh, and that's a good sign right there. They're really hoping to get him going out of that 2 spot. And he comes through big time right here with a first-inning single.
Alex Rodriguez takes his first shot now with a man at first following the 1-out single.
Well, this is kind of the way you draw it up. Have at least one guy on base for the middle of your order. We'll see if they can drive him in and get that early run.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swing and a line drive, but this is going to get foul. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Oh, and that's a good fastball right there. He might have been thinking about protecting against that sinker.
Runner goes for second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the Swingin' A's of Oakland. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, you remember, growing up, right field wasn't a very important position. But here at this level, it's as important as any. And this man plays it as well as anybody. Very reliable, covers ground, always makes a routine play.
First offering on its way. Mark Teixeira is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. Just his 2nd stolen base on the year. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
No changeups yet in this at-bat, so I wouldn't be surprised if he utilizes that pitch right here ahead in the count.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Luis Severino gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he continues to improve, he's going to be around this league for a very long time. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
Ellsbury is right there. 1 pitch, 1 away. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. EK, any thoughts?
Yeah, you know, I think they need some better performances out of Ryan Braun. He's only had 1 home run in the last 10 games. Unusually low power output from a guy with his strength.
Chris Coughlin will stand in, and as you can see, he's had troubles here in his own ballpark. He's much better away from home. Into the windup and the pitch. A shot down the first baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Smoke toward the hole. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Yeah, this might have caught a little too much of the inside part of the plate. I think he wants us in a little tighter, but didn't get it in all the way, and it winds up costing him.
Here's George Springer. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. You know, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here, EK. They're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And it's been a great start to this road trip so far. They've won 4 of the first 5 games. Normally, even if you just play 500 ball on the road, you'll do fine. So they're exceeding that number and then some.
Hit to third. Fielded cleanly. One there. On to Teixeira, and it's in time for the double play. The side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to the Coliseum right after this. Brian McCann will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Brian McCann.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball.
And we'll see him work both sides of the plate with the curveball going forward. Well, maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around.
The relay, and he's going to make it there, barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Well, this guy's been in desperate need of anything, something. Give him something positive. So this is just what the doctor ordered. It's a mistaken location, no doubt about that. And when a guy's scuffling, this is like a gift from heaven, as he jumps all over it and drives it for 2 bases.
Carlos Beltran will stand in now as we take a look there at his splits between April and May. Hahn sets. Here's the first pitch. And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike. 0-1. Well, you see there on the graphic, he picks up his 6th double so far on the year. And it's quickly 0-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And another foul ball. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Boy, and just a great call that time to turn to the changeup. That's one of those at the plate where you don't even wait for the umpire to make the call. You know you're a goner.
Greg Bird will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, you're right. His last game was excellent, but he just keeps adding to those numbers. Over his last 10 games, he's been hitting over 350. I'll take that anytime.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Springer waits on it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
And now looking back on this inning, the failure to get the guy to third in the previous at-bat probably cost him a run there. Now, sometimes these seem like little mistakes at the time, but now he's still at second with 2 away.
And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. We'll see the powerful Ryan Braun start things out after the break. We'll go to the bottom of the And there, in fact, is Ryan Braun. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Ryan Braun.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball one. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And Braun's able to resist. The count moves in his favor, 2-1 now.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
And a slider that catches a lot of the plate that time, and it's sent out to deep left center field. And this one is gone. Ryan Braun with the solo home run. Number 10 for him on the year. And the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
In now, Danny Valencia.
Third baseman, Danny Valencia.
He'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. And with that, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what's the word?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Derek Dietrich digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted in the air to right field. Beltran has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting 7th, catcher,
Travis d'Arnaud will stand in now. Happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Two out, nobody on. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Taken in by Gregorius. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Beautiful day here in the East Bay as we get a shot there of downtown Oakland and the Bay set to go here in the third. Rob Refsnyder steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Hit down the third base line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Hans ready, 1-1 on its way. Swing and a line drive, foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And here's a ball hit in the air. Springer is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. Very weakly on the ground. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. On the move is Braun. He makes the running play. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 11.
Brett Gardner is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off there, 1-0.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup. So you can't let your guard down.
Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1.
He's come at him with all off-speed stuff so far, but if I'm at the plate, if I'm hitting, I'm thinking he's going to have to throw a fastball here sooner or later.
Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Coughlin going back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're down 1-0. Billy Butler will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Well, when you have a guy like Country Breakfast in the middle of your lineup, you're going to see some big bombs and timely hitting. Let's see what he can do right here.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Line towards center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first down.
Yeah, this game's unfair sometimes. If this ball's 20 feet to the left or right, he's got a lead-off double or maybe even more. Instead, though, this finds a center fielder's glove for the first out of the inning.
Marcus Semien will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here it comes, 0-2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Here's short, hit hard. Gregorius has it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 1, designated hitter, Billy Burns.
Billy Burns will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
Ripped down the first base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This is the trouble when you're facing a guy like this. You get into a hole, and now you don't know what to look for. He's got 4 pitches he could turn to here.
Hit hard towards center, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Center fielder, number 11.
Now at the plate, Chris Coughlin. He singled his last time up. Down the first baseline. A dive, but it's off his glove. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. A-Rod will lead it off when we get back. It's the A's 1 and the Yankees nothing. And there indeed is Alex Rodriguez now. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Rodriguez.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Hit hard towards second. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. You talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
The first baseman, Mark Teixeira, in now. He went down looking in his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
The 0-1 on its way. And there's ball 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
Shot toward right center. And call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
The catcher,
well, the average is clearly not where he wants it to be, but you wouldn't know it by that swing right there. Pitch selection has been a problem for him, but this is right out over the plate, and this might help him get back into a positive state of mind.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
Now with 2 on and nobody out, it's looking like this scoreless string could be in some jeopardy.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Squared that one up just a little late. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him, and it gives the Yankees a 3-1 lead.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Here's Carlos Beltran.
Right fielder, Carlos
And a
Beltran.
changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Curveball swung out and missed. 2-1 now. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Tap fouled at home plate. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Darno is up with it. Oh, and he throws right over the head of Butler. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Well, these guys have not got off to a good start. And it's no surprise that their defense has been a big factor why. Going to need to figure this out soon because this is another play that needs to be made.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Greg Bird will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there.
Now batting, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Stepping in, Didi Gregorius. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
You know, and I think that pop-up right there is just a result of poor pitch selection. He chased a bad pitch, and as a result, he didn't really put a good swing on it.
Now the 0-1. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
2 good pitches so far, both of them right at the knees. And you got to start thinking center of the diamond here. Shorten up a little bit. You've got to put something in play.
On to Butler in time, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman, Rob
Refsnyder is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Lays off 1-0.
Now remember, he does have a base open here if he needs it. But this inning's already taken a big toll on him so far. So I'm not sure he'd want to make it any longer than he has to.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. And it's a 4-1 game.
And this is what you need if you're going to build a winning ball club. You've got to have those support guys down in the order. He comes through with an important 2-out RBI.
Jacoby Ellsbury is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
Yeah, you see there, this 4-run innings hurt his pitch count too. It's starting to get up there.
The 0-2 home. Swing and a line drive, but foul. 4 runs here in this half inning. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Well, here's a pitch that just definitely gets away from him. Pretty sure you're not going to try to hit a guy on an 0-2 count with 2 outs. But hey, this is new life for these guys, and you got to find a way to make this one work out for you.
Here's Brett Gardner now. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
Well, one of the reasons he's not pitching well is because he's only thrown a first pitch strike about 50% of the time. That's not a good enough percentage to get ahead of hitters.
Good curveball. Strike two.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
Two men are on with two men out. Slapped hard the opposite way. Braun is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 4-1 New York. George Springer is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Here's one hit softly down the line in left, but foul. Ripped down the line, and that's through for a hit.
Well, that's a base hit he desperately needed. He's seen that batting average fall under the Mendoza line, so he's in danger of losing playing time if he doesn't get his act together.
Digging in, Ryan Braun. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
And a dive, but he's back in. High and deep to left center field. Gardner going back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Boy, just another great swing right there, and he's had a few of them in this series. He gets a good pitch to hit, and he's right on it. And he drives this one off the wall for an easy double, and it might be time for them to let somebody else beat you for a change.
Danny Valencia will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
On the ground to the right side. Refsnyder comes up with it. And way too much on the throw as it's over the head of Teixeira. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 4-3 ball game.
Well, errors are going to happen. They're just part of the game, but this obviously is a bad time to make a mistake like this. That allows 2 runners to come in and score, and that's the kind of letdown that'll cost your ball games.
Into the box, Derek Dietrich, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Oh, and 2, here it is. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
It's just so hard to lay off that slow changeup. He just did break that swing off in time.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Ellsbury going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The tying run is in to score from second. It's a 4-4 game. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Travis d'Arnaud stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And that misses inside 1-0. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Ellsbury on the move. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he is in there.
So a double and a fly ball move a man to third now with one away. Now, if they could just get another fly ball, it would likely net him a run.
Billy Butler steps forward here with 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base.
Well, just about everything's gone their way so far in this frame, and another great opportunity to add to the total right here.
Line toward the alley in left center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 5-4 game.
Here you go from above. First pitch of the at-bat, why not just send it right back up the middle and pick up the RBI? Well, that's about as simple as this game can be right there.
Standing in now, Marcus Semien as he lines this one out to center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, they are really sticking it to him right here. That's the 5th hit he's coughed up in this inning alone, and you got to believe that that leash is getting a little bit shorter with each passing batter.
Billy Burns will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. First and second now. 1 man out. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Ellsbury arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Boy, that's the kind of play where you take your hat off and you wipe the sweat off your brow, even if it's cold outside. This guy's getting hammered right now. He better figure out something quick.
Chris Coghlan gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And, oh, he can't rein it in. 2 down, runners at first and second. And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Shot towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We played 4 full. The A's lead this one 5-4. Alex Rodriguez will come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Takes something off, but it's 1-2 now. I think that man right there just got a new lease on life after that last half inning.
Yeah, can you believe it? He's working with the lead. He might not have been expecting that.
Chopped at the plate. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. It's fair to say that early on, at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the fifth inning. Mark Teixeira steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And he falls behind 0-2. 4 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And Butler will handle this one himself to record the out.
The catcher, number 50.
Brian McCann strides forward to bat again, coming off a home run that plated 3 scores in his last appearance.
And it was a changeup, and he saw it early and did a nice job of waiting back on it.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. 2-0 now. Lined hard toward right center. Coughlin is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Still down a run. It's 5-4. George Springer comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Beltran is there, and it takes just 1 pitch to retire the leadoff man in the home half of the fifth.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Ryan Braun steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Belted high in the air out to left. Looking up is Gardner. Gone! A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, and it's now 6-4.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where they need to make some alternate plans with this guy up there. Now, that's his 3rd home run in the series. I mean, what more do you need to see?
Into the box now, Danny Valencia. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
And that is not good.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Well, in his last start, these ground balls were finding gloves, but baseball, it can be a fickle game sometimes, and the breaks are definitely not going his way this time around.
Here comes Yankee manager Joe Girardi on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Brian Mitchell is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Derek Dietrich steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Yeah, he just really pulled off of that pitch. This is a two-seamer working its way down and away, and he wasn't even close.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. The 1 and 2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he got him.
Well, this curveball, it just disappears. He thinks he's right on it at the plate, and look where it winds up. Completely out of the zone. That's what you want as a pitcher. You want hitters to chase pitches that aren't strikes.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. 8th home run on the season for him. And they double him up. It's 8-4.
Oh, yeah, his first hit of the series here, and he makes it a good one, all right. As this one clears the wall by plenty, and back in the dugout, you can imagine he's probably saying, it's about time.
Billy Butler will stand in now following the home run, and you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. Marcus Semien will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Here comes the first pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. He had a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Another good inning for the A's. Maybe the best fans in baseball right there, and they're loving it at the 5 and dime. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Carlos Beltran will start things out for the Yankees here in their half of the 6th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
And here's a look now at his pitches by inning so far. You can see he had troubles back in the 4th, but other than that, he's been around what you'd expect.
Greg Bird will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and This is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Too high, and it's 3-0. And that's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
2 more ground outs, and that's the product of throwing that sinker. Just about every time you swing at it, you're either going to hit the top of it or miss it altogether. And if you do hit it, you're going to be killing all the worms out there in front of home plate.
Didi Gregorius will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Hahn into the windup. First pitch on its way. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Two out, nobody on. Line toward right center, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
If I'm managing this team, I don't need to see much more. I mean, he's given him a good outing, but judging by how hard that last ball was hit, I don't think he has a whole lot left.
Rob Refsnyder will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0.
Yeah, he's still sticking with that fastball, but you start to get the sense that it's flattening out just a little bit. That could be a warning sign.
2 out with the man at first. Lined into left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Jacoby Ellsbury stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
And he takes ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 pitch. Now it's 2-0. You'd have to think a walk here would hasten his exit from the ball game.
Yeah, he can't let that happen. In a close game like this, you gotta make him put it in play.
Here it comes, 2-0. And there's the first strike, 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. In the dirt here, throw to third, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yanks leave 1. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Billy Burns will stand in to start things for Oakland in their half of the 6th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
In there, no balls and a strike.
And if you want to contain his bat, this is what you have to do. Work ahead in the count against him all game long.
Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
Oh, man, he must have been looking for something else. That was a curveball that had "hit me" written all over it, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if they'll chase.
Got him.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Stepping in now, Chris Coughlin. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Hit hard down the line. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Oh, that's just a nice play out there in the corner. You know, with most guys, this is a sure double. But he might even have hit this ball a little too hard because they can get it back into the infield quickly, and that's going to hold him to just a single.
Here's George Springer. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, 2 very good takes here. You can see they're trying to get him to hit something on the ground, but he's going to make him bring something up.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Well, that's just some indecision there on 3-2. And he's thinking, should I swing? You could just see him try and hold up, but by that point, he'd already broken the plane. That's an easy call.
Here's Ryan Braun now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. A runner on first with 2 away. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and the inning continues. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, he's homered, he's doubled, and now he adds a single to that total. He's left himself with the toughest leg of the cycle remaining, but he'll at least have a chance to pick up that 4th and final leg next time through the order.
In now, Danny Valencia, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Good battle. Count remains full. Now look out as this is whistled foul off to the right side. Here comes the payoff pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A's strand a couple. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th, but before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Mark Zipchinski is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Mark Zipchinski.
Leading off the inning, Jacoby Ellsbury, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Ball 1.
That's a pitch you really have to learn to take against a guy like this. But even if you make contact, you're just going to get something in on the label, so that's a great take.
One pitch is a sinker taken for a strike. 1-2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but he's definitely off to a slow start, so he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
So 1 gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in Brett Gardner. First pitch on its way. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. One out, nobody on. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
You know, and unless these guys can turn things around quickly, it's starting to look like this winning streak is going to come to an end at 3 games.
Alex Rodriguez, the third baseman, stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard liner to center field. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
And after going strikeout to start the inning, it looked like he was on his way to an easy 1-2-3. After the base hit there, he's going to have to work now with a 2-out base runner.
Mark Teixeira will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Line to the right side. Springer is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Chasen Shreve will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Chasen Shreve.
Derek Dietrich gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Second baseman, Derek Dietrich.
You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. So they get the matchup they wanted here, lefty on lefty, but it's worth noting there are 2 right-handers to follow.
And you've got a right-hander going in the bullpen as we speak, so this could be a 1-batter outing.
Up top, it's 2-0.
Well, you've got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if he can't throw strikes.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for 1 pitch in 1 spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Ellsbury going back on it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
One of the great things about the play he made right there is it's really difficult to run after a ball that long and not have the ball bounce up and down in the air while you're running. You got to run on your toes. That's what he did. That keeps the ball smooth and makes it easier to catch.
Travis d'Arnaud will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses for ball 1. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Ellsbury is under it. 2 down.
And that's just one of the few balls that really hasn't taken off today. And we've seen some balls really jump off the bat so far, but not there.
Billy Butler digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. And he takes strike two. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Brian McCann will stride in again, as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the fourth inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ball game to this point. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Oh, and he throws right over the head of Butler.
Yeah, and that's going to be a bit of a turnaround right here. You figure off the crack of the bat that you got the first out of the inning. Instead, now you're looking at a runner in scoring position following that error.
Carlos Beltran will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
First delivery to him on the way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. And from that man's perch in the first base dugout, more of the same.
You know, I think the calls have gone both ways, but I bet you'd have a really hard time convincing him of that.
Here's the 2-1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Greg Bird is on deck. And the count will be full. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And he misses there for ball four. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Number 35 will be the new pitcher.
Number 35.
Greg Bird will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. From the belt, kicks and deals. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. None out, runners at first and second. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Too tight with that one. 3-0. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And this is fouled back and out of play. First and second here with nobody out. On the ground near home. That rolls foul, and they'll do it again.
Just finding a way to stay alive up there.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Back-to-back walks now by two different pitchers. The last one knocked the other pitcher out of the game. We'll see how forgiving their manager wants to be about this one.
Didi Gregorius will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And that misses ball 1.
Right here is where you've got to be smart out there. They've got nowhere to put you, so he probably won't be working the corners.
Here's the 1-0. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 2-1.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Has to challenge him here. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Oh, and it misses ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And the bases loaded walk there just adds to a disastrous start to the inning so far. 4 have batted, 4 have reached, and with still nobody out, this has the potential to get even worse.
standing in with the bases loaded, Rob Refsnyder. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
And I'm not generally in favor of pitching changes in the middle of an at-bat, but with the bases loaded, you got to get someone in there that can throw a strike.
Now a flare out toward right center. Springer has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And the throw comes in, and all three runners are forced to hold on with one away now.
You saw the numbers when he came in a minute ago. He is yet to give up an earned run this year, so you can't ask for a whole lot more than that from one of the keys to your bullpen.
Jacoby Ellsbury has the bases loaded in front of him, so a real opportunity for him to chip away at that 3-run deficit they're working with right now.
And it's all right there for him. A lot of pressure on this at-bat on both sides, but you got to love the drama if you're watching it.
From the stretch. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1.
Well, I think most fans would remember Jacoby Ellsbury's amazing 2011 season. That year he won a Gold Glove, a Silver Slugger, and was runner-up for the AL MVP award just behind Justin Verlander. That was a pretty big year.
Grounded up the first baseline. Scooped up to second for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Well, I'm a little surprised that he wouldn't come home with this ball. That's always going to be a tough turn at second for the double play. And you know you're only going to get one, so why not take the lead runner at home to save yourself a run?
Now time is called, and a bit of a curious decision here to say the least, as we'll get a pinch runner at third here. Don't know if something's wrong or what. Brett Gardner steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ballgame right here.
In there for strike one.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. And Ellsbury's running. Pitch outside. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. So they wind up with a couple of gift runs here on no hits as the runs were pretty much handed to them. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the A's 8 and the Yankees 6. Marcus Semien will step in, a ground out victim his last time.
The shortstop, Marcus Semien.
He's set. Here it comes. And this is taken outside for ball one. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Two and 0 count. Here it comes. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take this to the bag at 3 unassisted for the first out. Getting late in the day here, and as this has been a long one, we check out our line score to this point. The scoreboard operator's going to sleep well tonight because, as you can see, he's been a pretty busy man through the first 7 and change. Billy Burns ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike one. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
0-1, here it comes. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. One out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Gregorius is camped under this one, and he's got it for out number 2.
This guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy, he's not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ball games, and he's doing the job here.
Chris Coughlin will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. In front of the changeup there, as this is chopped foul at home plate. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. We'll see the speedy Brett Gardner start things out when we come back. It's the A's 8 and the Yankees 6. Sean Doolittle is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 62, Sean Doolittle.
And here is Brett Gardner now. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Brett Gardner.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Doolittle pauses. Here's the 1-1. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Braun on the run. 1 out.
Well, this is what you want out of your closers. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Alex Rodriguez will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. One and 2, here it comes. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, that pitch is so low and such an easy take that basically waste that opportunity you had on 2-2.
1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a fly ball. Springer sprinting after it, and foul. Full count, here it comes. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Well, as a closer, you don't want to walk anybody, but obviously that's not always going to be the case. So with 1 away, that gives these guys renewed hope.
Mark Teixeira digs in now after lining out in his last try.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
Here comes the 1-0. Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. Valencia has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for out number 2.
The catcher, number 34, Brian McCann.
Brian McCann comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 outs here in the 9th.
You know what? Let's see what kind of fight this team has right now. You've got to get on base right here, and then there might be a glimmer of hope for you.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
He's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
The 0-1. Swing and a rocket to third. And he'll put this one away. And with that, the ball game is over.
Celebration time here in Oakland as their closer gets the final 3 outs to secure an A's victory.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Ryan Braun. What a performance he turned in. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian.